Rimworld. Fantastic game. Fun to play. Almost as fun to watch. I'm Mock Microbe, and if you've decided to join me for what promises to be a fairly short playthrough of Rimworld, welcome. If you don't want to watch, this is America. You're free to do what you want. I don't care. Watch it or not. But I'm going to play either way. I'm going to start a new colony. I've already got a custom scenario up and running. It mainly is to do away with stuff that I found annoying. Maybe make the early game slightly easier. And by slightly I mean give me a chance to make it through the end of the first year. Going medium, because if it's rough, I don't generally make it very long. Interstellar, it's a good one. I'm going to do a little time skip here and save you all the hassle of waiting for the world to generate. There's going to be a couple of these little edits. Hopefully they're not noticeable. Mainly so I can cut down the time on this a bit. Although by talking through this I am making it impossible to cut out. So sorry for that. That is one of the disadvantages of doing commentary as I play. I do not have the benefit of hindsight to determine what is and is not an appropriate spot in which to fill with banal banter. Wow, this is populated over here. This little boreal forest, desert, tundra. Right, first thing we're going to do is set the size a little bigger. And now, mountains. No slate. I don't like slate. Too dark. Growing period. 20-day minimum. Year-round maximum. No caves. If we don't find anything for the forest, we'll give, or anything for tundra, we'll give a forest a shot. Something close, granite, limestone, sandstone. Could be on the water, that would be great. Kind of far from the road. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one. A little isolated. Actually, it might be too isolated. I have to build a road all the way down here to connect to this. Probably up to them. It's doable though. That'll be a contender. If nothing better down here. You know what? Let's go for it. Challenge is the spice of life. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Brief look at the factions, see just how hostile everyone's going to be, and oh yeah. Aside from these two, who are always hostile, it's going to be a rough start. I do have a pre-selected team of colonists: Doc, Gundozer, Chef, and Gearbox. Let's get this party started. If I don't like the map, I'm gonna re-roll it. No point playing on a map I don't like. I'm doing this for fun. You can read the little blurb here if you like. I'll summarize it, if you don't want to read it. The Novaterra Mining Consortium was a front for the Novaterra Intelligence Service. There was a coup while these prospectors were en route to the planet, and they will not be receiving any further support from their now-defunct corporation. Alright, let us get started. Now, do a quick survey. This would be nice if this was blocked off, but this can work. Good little back door. Good place for some booby traps. Ooh, I'm liking this. Booby traps. Booby traps. The north end is going to be a little tough to defend, but wow, I turned this into a giant kill. This is... I usually prefer my maps to be mountainous on the south. I just find it easier to visualize the base layout, but this can work. Get rid of this. You know, half of it's steel anyway. Get rid of this. Bulk this up a bit. Just sink the main shaft down that way. Decent size, well, I guess, I don't know what side the freezer's gonna go on yet. But let's call this front door. It's 11. 12, so 6. Alright, front door, 2, 3. Let's give it one more. And 6 by 30. This can go deep. I like to have at least 30. That way I can have some sandbags and turrets down here. And we get a nice big kill box all the way down here. This also works out because I can turn this into the temporary storage as we sink mine shafts down here. Alright. Storage. Stockpile this up. Jeez. And we are going to allow animal corpses in here. Alright, first things first. Let's grab all that wood. Actually, second things. First things first. Our people gotta get armed. Sidearm. Rifle. Rifle. Sidearm. Rifle. Sidearm. Rifle. Sidearm. And did I mess that up? Alright, start hauling. And we can grab some steel. More importantly, we can get the doors up. And the walls. Get this covered. And start getting some of this mined out. I shouldn't have did that. Oh well. I guess that's gotta go now too. It's nice when the drop happens relatively close by. Where are the components? Doc is wandering, you're gonna grab components. Gundozer is wandering, you are also gonna grab components. Chef, and do what you're doing, but those components have to get in. Those are probably the most important things we have. Alright, and now the other most important things we can do. Let's get our food on. Get those chucks out of the way. Already? Jeez. It's nice to have a computer that can actually run 3x speed and not, you know, burn up. I'm just going to drop it down to 2 because that's what I'm used to playing at. And 3x is just too darn fast, I'll be honest with you. I forgot to put beds down. It's so nice, you guys are going to sleep outside. You know what? I can afford double sleeping spots for everybody. I am actually really liking this. Usually I would end up putting the prisoners over here out of the way, but the last few games I played, it hasn't ended well. Like, I don't use wood furniture in the prisoners' quarters anymore because you get one pyromaniac and 25 people burn alive, and there's not even ashes to bury. It was unpleasant. Also, I don't use wood floors because they are highly inflammable. Fun fact, means the same thing as flammable. Gotta love English. Anyway. I only use wood. My timer's not running. I only use wood for the fire traps. Not in Tundra though, there's just not enough trees to go around. Let's get some rowing zones going. Corn. My favorite crop, because it lasts a full year without refrigeration, which is important in the early game because I don't have a reliable power supply to keep my foodstuffs cold. And actually, this might be my new battery hut. Lots of wildlife too. Those will be good to kill. Get some you know what, let's toss a door. This could be my field kitchen. Yep, still running too fast. Aha. Gotta have manual priorities. Those don't really need to be bothered with. Good animal handlers are difficult to come by. Probably gonna poison a few people until she gets better, but odd that chef is such low cooking skill. Hunt everybody. Yep, everybody gets to hunt. Fishing. I don't know if I can fish in marshes. I don't believe there's any better water, shallow water. Probably not. Yeah, not a fish-friendly map. Also, not a water-cooling friendly map. I'm going to need a lot of air coolers for my reactor setup. Grow. Everybody grows. Nobody quarries. Everybody mines. Everybody plant cuts. Nobody will train combat. That is for battle thralls. Smithing, they can all... hopefully I get somebody who will take care of the cleaning. Research is important. Managing, also fairly important. Therapy. Good therapists are also very important. This guy. You're responsible for most of doing everything. There's a little gundozer. You know what? Smith is also talented. Time for some more growing zones. My second favorite, strawberries. Yeah, everybody's happy with strawberries. And then potatoes. You can boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Can't go wrong with potatoes. And then, just on the off chance we were able to get some animals. Heel root? Nobody can grow heel root. That's unfortunate. Hay grass. And, because I'm an idiot and constantly forget about it, cotton. Vital to be able to make some decent quality toques for the winter. As they're wearing the helmets, and that's not what I want them to do, but screw it. Probably disassemble that. Okay, I might have given them a little too much to do. I usually have 6 people in a starting colony. 4 feels like a little more of a challenge. Probably more entertaining to watch. Okay guys, gotta get the components inside as soon as possible. You know what, let's get a steel butcher table. And a field stove. Feel the power. I don't have any batteries because I don't have a research bench yet. Okay guys, you gotta work on expanding this entryway here. Gotta turn visitors away until have decent accommodations, otherwise it just poisons your relationship with them. I should block this off. Nice steel door. Keep people out, but I can get through to this nice steel deposit. Probably some mechanoids or whatever in there. Ooh, steel over here. Orders. Claim. Deconstruct. At some point I'm going to have to start slaughtering animals. And no corpses for you. Animal corpses and meat. Tray rack. Build it out of steel. I can always move it. Store food there. Ooh, we got lots of wildlife. Mega sloth. I love mega sloths. They have excellent wool, and they're built like tanks. Get a little army of them. Ooh, what shall we call them? I am fond of Anglo-Saxon names, but because we're going to be digging into a mountain, I feel like something dwarvish would also be appropriate. Ha. Hopefully we don't run into any fire demons, or balrogs if that's not copyrighted. Okay, wondering what you guys are doing. Let's rip that floor up too while we're at it. Ding, 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 ding. Alright, 178 steel. You shall butcher creatures forever. You will produce say 12 simple meals. Ruh-roh. Well, that was fairly easy to take care of. Let's kill a couple more. I like to cook it because, as you can see, it's got twice the shelf life as a cooked meal than it does as raw meat. I hope I didn't set too big of a task for them. I guess we're killing all these hares. get a couple of rams too. All males? Nope, a couple of females. Don't need so many males. I could tame them. No, they take too long to breed and they don't provide anything useful. Buffalo might be my ideal domesticated animal. Wool is wonderful. They produce milk and meat. Cows produce milk and meat, but they don't have the cold tolerance that the buffalo do. I can leave them outside year-round and they don't freeze to death. Alright, well, on this, the 4th day of the colony of Moria in the kingdom under the Lonely Mountain, I think we're going to call it for the first episode. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you will join me for the next episode. Or not, your choice. This is America. Do what you want. Thanks for watching.